Hey everyone, this is Rob again. A lot of people don't know it, but I also take and grow sprouts. So basically I have a sprout growing tray here, and I actually put the water in and the first set of mung beans in. So this batch, or this one will be mung beans, and you want to take and set the seeds in water and let them sit and soak for at least 12 to 24 hours. So I usually do this in the evening hours and then come back in the morning and drain them out and give them a good rinse. And basically, this is just a simple tray, and the camera's probably not going to pick it up, but along the edges are some really fine micro holes. So the water drains through those holes, and I just invert the cover and set it in so that all I have to do is grab some seeds. These ones are fenugreek seeds, and I have my little handy dandy baby formula scooper here, and a scoop and a half right thereabouts. We'll do an entire batch of these, and then all we want to do is take and fill this up with water so that it just barely coats them, and that way they can sit and soak in the water overnight. Now, I don't know if you can see on this jar, but it's got one of these screen meshes on top. I actually used to grow the sprouts in these mason jars until my sister gave me this unit. I don't know the name of it or anything, but this thing works quite well, and this one will produce about, I'd say, double what one of these jars will. And these are stackable, which I'll show you in a moment. But yeah, we just set the top trays in there and fill it with water and let them sit and soak. Like I said, tomorrow morning I'll come back and undo them, or not undo them. I'll take them and clean them out and rinse them off. Alright, so now we have our fenugreek seeds, and these are kind of a interesting smelling seed. They don't all smell like graham crackers, at least to me they do. So take and put in my scoop and a half of those. Give them a good shake there, and a bunch of water to cover. Let that soak through. With these, it doesn't really matter if they're all spread out or not. I just like to do it just for, my own benefit. But yeah, I grow a lot of lettuce, I grow a lot of pak choy, and of course you know about peppers. But most people don't know that I also do sprouts. I've been doing sprouts for, probably close to 2 years now. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and stack this one on top of here, and these these trays are light tight, so I don't have to worry about it. And then I have my other cover here. Now, mind you, the whole thing is upside down at the moment, yeah, once I get the water out and they're starting to drain, it won't be an issue. And I will show you tomorrow morning what they look like, and yeah, we'll go from there. Back in a moment. Alright, so we're back again, and this is the next morning. I've already taken and drained the water out of these. These are the fenugreeks. I know it's going to be hard to tell on camera just what happened, but overnight they absorbed a lot of the water, and they're now a bit softer and a bit bigger. So fenugreek there and here, these two I've already taken and rinsed off, and here's what the mung beans are looking like at the moment. And like I said, this tray has got the little perforated holes in them, so you can just take and lift the tray up, and yes, dumping it in the sink over there. And what I'll do is I'll take and dump out the water that's in there, and we'll add in a whole bunch more. Give them a nice little soak like this. And then drain it out. Nice even coating on the bottom. It's not really important that it be like that, but the more standard it is, the better it is. Alright, so then we'll turn that over on top of there. Now this whole unit stacks up, just like this. So you can see multiple pieces. There's that, and now we have a cover on top. So it's ready to go for tonight. Tonight we'll do another rinse, and we'll see you back. See you later. And here we are back at the end of day 2. I just wanted to give you a quick look. I don't know if the camera's gonna focus in on it, but if you look real close, you can see a bunch of these mung beans have already got their tails coming out. And then the fenugreeks, you can see they changed color a bit. And see how close we can get. That looks like about it. But if you look close enough, you can see the tails that are coming out, the little white specks, like, yeah, right in there. Those are the tails. Alright, so that's progress update. End of day 2. Be back. And here we are back Tuesday morning, and I just wanted to give you a little look of what the sprouts are looking like. The fenugreek here, if you look real close, you can see all the white tails that are coming across the top of it. Now granted, I started these on Sunday night and it's Tuesday morning, so that's doing pretty darn good. And the other side of fenugreek is doing about the same there. And then we have the mung beans. Yeah, look at all the white tails in there. Alright, Tuesday morning, done. And here we are on Tuesday night. And I just gave these a nice quick rinse, and look at the size of the root sets coming out on these already. And the fenugreek there. And then we'll take a look at the mung beans. And mung beans, yeah, look at the size of the roots that are on these guys. So they're almost halfway to the point. Usually these take about 5 days to grow. And got my other tray of fenugreek here as well. So there's the Tuesday night rinse. We'll see you in a bit. And here we are back again on Wednesday morning, and you can see just how big these are getting again. I mean, that's just from Sunday night to Wednesday morning. Yeah, that's pretty good. So there's the fenugreek. The other fenugreek, yep, looking just wonderful. And then the mung beans. Look at the size of those. Okay, like I said, from Sunday night to Wednesday morning, that's how they're getting. Every morning and every evening, I take and rinse them off, make sure there's no mold or anything else like that on them. Give them a nice wet down, and then I put them back in the trays. The trays all stack, as you can see here. And then another cover that goes on top, and this just sits on the counter. So that's all I have to do. See you tonight. And here we are on Wednesday night. I just gave all of the sprouts a nice big rinsing and everything else. And 3 days. 3 days you can see just how big these sprouts are getting. Generally speaking, they last about, or take about 5 days to fully grow. Look at the size of that one. That's a mung bean. And tomorrow the shells will start coming off, or the husks will start coming off, and the seeds will start, or the leaves will start appearing. When the leaves get to be about, say a 1/4 inch long or so, these are ready to go. These are getting long enough to where the roots are actually starting to hold them together, which is easy, or nice for when you're draining them. You can take and drain all the water out of them. When it gets to day 3 up until day 5, we have to pay special attention to see that there's no mold growing in these. Now the mold isn't going to look like a regular green type mold. It'll start looking like a brown pasty stuff down at the bottom. So you see how the bottom of this tray is nice and clear. No mold growth in here at all. So we've got to keep watching for that. Catch it early, and you won't have to spend all the time, but you do have to take and dump the batch. It's been quite a while before I've had an issue with that. As long as we keep rinsing them at least twice a day, in the morning and the evenings, the mold issues won't happen. So that's it for Wednesday evening update. I'll see you. And here we are on Thursday morning, and look at the size that these guys are getting to. I mean, that's just, yeah. These will actually be ready probably tomorrow. In fact, I think I'll harvest them all tomorrow, and I give half of these to my sister and keep the other half for myself, and these go just absolutely great in salads. And look at the size. I mean, that is just huge. Mung beans that start out with so small and everything else, and in 4.5 days, well, what was it? Yeah, Sunday night to Thursday morning. So yeah, I mean, and they're so good. Alright, that's Thursday mornings. And here we are on Thursday night. And now if you take a look at these up and close, look at how long they've gotten, okay? And you can see in the dish here, hopefully you can see, these are all pretty much standing straight up. Now if you look at the top, the leaves are starting to get to the point where they're going to start splitting. So that in itself means that these guys are good and ready to go. So tomorrow morning it's harvest morning. So those are the fenugreek ones. These are the mung bean ones. And look at the size of how big those actually get. Trying to get my hand in the screen. And you can tell these are ready to harvest because of the fact that we have our 2 leaves popping out. If we let them get too much larger than this, they'll start turning bitter. But yeah, this is perfect. So tomorrow morning is harvest morning, and this batch is going to my sister, so I'll be delivering it in the morning. And one more update tomorrow. See you then. My apologies. My camera just all of a sudden stopped recording, and I don't know why. It said something about the card not being able to be read, so it's probably full. But let's just give a quick overview or closing views here. These are the mung beans. I'd say there's probably a good 3/4 of a pound at least there. And then the fenugreek sprouts, yeah, that's pushing more than a pound easily. But anyway, these ones are going to my sister's house, and I'll go and deliver those in a little bit here. And yeah, that's it. That's how I grow sprouts. I do the batch of these every week. One batch for me and one for my sister. I keep switching back and forth. And yeah, really good. I want to thank you for watching. Sorry for all the jump cuts and everything else, but over 4.5 days, yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.